Classic cars are more than just a hobby. They're worth nearly $24 billion to the UK economy, putting them on par with the country's arts and creative sectors. But post-Brexit red tape and the UK government's green agenda are putting the industry in peril. That's according to the newly launched Historic Classical Vehicles Alliance. The HCVA is on a mission to fight for the long-term future of classic cars.
They give people huge amounts of joy, pleasure, nostalgia. They evoke memories in people. When you see a classic car go by, the reaction from a 2-year-old child to a 90-year-old person is the same. There's a big smile, there's a, oh, look at that. And that's part of the human experience. And I think, you know, culture in this country and heritage is a huge part of British society. And we all value it. Perhaps we just don't realise how much we value it until it's gone.
The HCVA says 100,000 jobs are at risk in an industry that generates around $4.2 billion in tax revenue for the UK government. The newly formed alliance says it wants to educate politicians and regulators, believing that they overstate the harmful impact of classic cars on the environment. The UK government recently set out its target of banning the sale of diesel and petrol cars by 2030. They believe the phase-out will create 40,000 manufacturing jobs and see emission reductions equivalent to taking more than 4 million cars off the road. But the HCVA says worries about legislation is affecting classic car owners' confidence and enthusiasm.
Whilst we completely respect the green agenda, the facts around the classic car industry are that, you know, for example, a classic car gets used 1,200 miles a year. The CO2 it produces is hardly anything compared to your mobile phone, for example. There's a huge emphasis on sustainability, preservation and restoration. So rather than throw out to replace with new, there's a huge emphasis on fixing, restoring.
Then there's the B word, Brexit. For John Lomas, who restores pre- and post-World War II cars, new Brexit rules around the export and import of vehicles and parts to and from the EU are causing him extra time and additional costs.
A huge amount of red tape, huge amount of expense, an expense that isn't easy to charge for, because it's how do I charge for that time in spending 2 hours working out what forms I need to get a car to Monaco. So yeah, it's a real headache at the moment.
There are 3 million classic vehicles in the UK. The worry is this number could soon dwindle and a highly skilled workforce gone with it. The HCVA hopes the government will start listening before this sector is driven away. Matt Gooderick, TRT World, Oxfordshire in the UK.